What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Team Solemn Circus live video. We're back at regionals today, and on the left side here we have second place winner Alex playing the Rikka Sunavalon deck, and on the right side here we have Sean playing the Marincess deck that also got top 4. Both great players, and big shout outs to both of them. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the video. We're on the road to 5K here, trying to hit that by the end of November here for our second year anniversary. Trying to get a huge giveaway going on. But we need your help. Most of you guys who are watching are not subscribed, so all it takes is hitting that subscription. It doesn't cost you guys anything and helps the channel a lot. And before we dive in, yeah, I want to say some big shout outs to both these players here. We are going to be waiting for the timer here. Both players did extremely well, both topping the regionals here. So big shout outs. This is Alex's first regionals, actually, so congratulations to that once again. And we're going to be seeing some high rolls here before we dive in. With it looks like the Rikka player going to be winning it, so we're going to be deciding who's going to go first or second here. Getting that life points out, and, well, let's plant them seeds. So we see a handshake there, very honorable. We like that kind of sportsmanship here. We do see a princess as well as a Book of Moon, and Book of Moon is very good in the Marincess matchup, if I do recall. Stopping them from getting their links right off the bat is very nice here. Let's see if they'll know that, though. We're going to see a princess being special summoned out here. We're going to take a second to read. A free extender is very nice, as well as, being a negate of some sorts. Having two princesses on the field, or two princesses in hand, is also pretty crazy as well here. We do have glamour, so we'll be able to activate the glamour, chipping off the princess. That'll let us search for two plant monsters here. So going for that copy of Sunseed Loci, as well as our copy of Petal here. And on resolution, we're going to see them hit smash with a droll. So Petal will no longer be the good play here. But Loci, on the other hand, Loci will be very nice. I guess Loci is not that nice because we do have the the issue of not having sewing. So unless I already had sewing in the hand, it's going to be pretty rough. But we're going to be seeing Petal going to activate its effects here because it can just dump to the graveyard as well. So we will be activating the Petal. It also gets us to the copy. We also get the Princess live. So we're going to be dumping the Mudon here to the graveyard. Then we're going to be linking away here for a copy of Dryas here. I didn't know this took on level 4 lower plant. I thought I'd take a Sunseed. But that is alright. Then we're going to see the sewing from the hand here. So getting hit with Droll didn't really matter at all. I'm going to be able to dump that Mudon. And able to. So they're going to take 1,000 here. I'm going to be summoning from the deck here. Then we're going to be seeing the Dryas activate its effects there. Going to be gaining the 1,000 back. Summoning with the healer. Healer can then target the Dryas to be gaining 300. Bringing up the 83 here. And then we're probably going to see them go for a Dancephone here. Okay. Going for the Sylvan Link here, so going to hopefully trying to hit, using it as that last resort button there. We see two monsters. That's crazy. And we see the Snowdrop, which is going to be able to modulate the levels here, which is huge. So we're here going to go for a Strena, which is going to let us go for the Hyperion play, because we do have the Princess in graveyard here, so we're going to be able to negate. Then we can activate the effect of the Primula to add back Con, and this is insane here, because this is actually going to allow us to play through it. So that Sylvan was just exactly what we needed here. Being able to hit those 3 cards actually go insane. Then we're going to activate the Con to control a Rikka. We can able to set, and we're going to set the sheet here. So we're ending with 2 forms of interruption. One being, or I guess 3 forms of interruption. One being a negate, which can attribute the Strena, which is then going to allow us to summon out a Hyperion or the Teardrop, which contribute. And then we're also going to have the Sheet onto the field, which is a negate / steal / get rid of a monster. So we're just see Marincess start off with a Pot of Desires here. Banishing time to draw 2, hoping that they're going to get some more cards in their hand. Checking the banish pile. Then we're going to see a normal summon of the Piscalis, I believe. Then we're going to special summon out the blue tang here. And they could attempt to steal with this if they wanted to. They're going to activate the Princess here to negate. And then Strena will activate here. Summon out the Hyperion. So we have a monster negate essentially here. And we're going to let them start linking away here, which is I think is going to be a problem. We should have sheeted, if I do say so myself. Going for that angel here. You want to make sure that Marincess does not have bodies, because if you can stop them from getting for their link summons, then they just start snowballing with advantage here. We do see a seahorse, very nice. But yeah, we could have took both of their monsters, and then they would have had to hard drawn a dive or something like that, or another extender. But they had nothing engraved, so they would have had to have a few more. But that's just from experience of playing the deck, or I guess playing against the deck here. Kind of like Salad. Sometimes if you just book a moon their first monster or steal their first monster, they can't really do very much because they don't have that many extenders. We see them go for the Coral. I'm not really sure what their game plan is here, because I do have to be careful, because if the links get attributed away at the right time, it can get pretty bad. So we're going to be seeing the Sheet going to be able to activate. This is not a bad moment, but they were able to get that advantage. So they already got the dive going, and the Mandarin in hand. So we're going to banish to summon out the Spring Girl here. Then we are going to book this. Okay. So essentially booking, that's 3 monsters essentially here. Just getting rid of it. And I don't think, well, we have dive here. So that's the issue, right? We should have taken it when they only had 2 monsters on the field, so they weren't able to continue. They wouldn't have had dive. And then they would have had nothing they could really extend into. We're going to see the blue tang going to go on the field. Then we're going to go into blue slug. Blue slug will be able to add back. But I don't think he has any other extenders to go through. Other than the Seahorse, yeah. Seahorse is an extender, but that is the last one. Because they went through Spring Girl, Blue Tang, Piscalis. And I guess there's Mandarin as well. I don't know if Mandarin is a extender in the hand, but they don't really have another link too, other than Splash Mage, which we are going to be seeing made here. Splash Mage effect as well as Seahorse can both be negated. Yeah, so we're going to be negating the Splash Mage with the Hyperion, and they're just going to scoop it up here. Having too many of the interactions at once here is just too much. Even if it's not played the best, it still has got us there, and that's what matters. But that Sylvan Dance Poem was actually crazy hits. You know, that level modulation as well as being able to search for or add back the con is just absolutely insane. You couldn't really ask for anything better than that. But now going second, the deck doesn't really strive is the issue. Like Con is obviously a very good going second card. It turns like Glamour into a going second card essentially at that point. But Marincess going first can be quite challenging when you're able to set up like a huge board of like, I actually don't even know what their like full board is. I know it's like Argonaut, Wave, and like a bunch of things sets. Like it's Spell Trap Negate, a Monster Negate, and like Imperms that make their stuff undestroyable. It's essentially making like a big tower monster here. But I also know that Rikka does struggle a bit against back row. So we are going to be seeing them shuffle up the deck. And diving on into game 2 here, we do see a Duster in their main, or in their side here, I guess, in the main deck now. So maybe not really sure there what their opponent's going to side in, hitting them with Floodgate. We do see a Lightning Storm, Droll, and Talons. That is going to be very nice here. And we see an Ash Blossom in the Marincess' hand. So we're going to see a Blue Tang being special summoned, or normal summoned out here, activating the effect. Going to be dumping the Mandarin here. And here we can link away for the Blue Slug, and then we're going to activate the effect as well as the Blue Tang effect here. And we do hit the Battle Ocean. That is crazy. And then we're going to get hit with Droll on res. But we do have... Okay, we have Seahorse here, so it's not that bad. It will impact us because we cannot search for dive at this point. We're going to be placing Battle Ocean here, and if we go for an enemy doesn't necessarily... And that's also evenly matched. What the heck? All those going second cards. This is like what I played against them. Going for the Angel, and we're going to be bringing back the Mandarin here. So I guess we're going to skip Coral and just go for Triangle, but we can't add the Trap, so... So trying to go for the unaffected one. Okay, that makes sense. Going for the Crystal Heart. And then we can Spring Girl, banish Blue Slug, summon itself out. And then this can go into our copy of Coral. Then they take 200 off of the Spring Girl there from hitting another Spring Girl. Coral will reborn out the second Spring Girl. Going to go into the copy of Triangle here. And then we can add back the Spring Girl there. I think they just want Triangle in the graveyard. I know it searches for the trap, but unfortunately it can't. We are going to go for Argonaut here. Then we're going to be able to equip. And setting the Cosmic Cyclone here. And we have insane follow-up plus Ash, which is very nice. I'm just going to pass on this. Is that a second evenly matched? Or that's an Imperm. Okay, so you have Imperm, Lightning Storm, evenly matched. We're going to start off by activating a Lightning Storm here. Then we're going to be using the negate by Argonaut by summoning out the coral here. And then we're going to go battle phase, end of battle, evenly matched. Simply keeping the cosmic, that seems crazy to me. Their activate talents to draw. Oh, they ash it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. You want to stop that draw 2. So they're not going to be on 2 cards, and one of them is an imperm. We're going to special one out the princess here. Link away into Dryas. And just pass on this. And then they're going to cosmic here, getting rid of the imperm. Paying 1,000 life points here. But now they're simply on Dryas, and Dryas can't be destroyed by battle. We're going to be seeing them summon out the Blue Tang here. Blue Tang will be able to activate to dump. Dumping a Mandarin once again. Link away for Blue Slug. Blue Slug will be able to add back. Spring. Then we're going to be hitting. We do hit a Blue Tang once again. Then we can get out the Seahorse, link away for a copy of the Sea Angel, search for our dive here. We don't even need to summon from the deck anymore because we all have all from the graveyard, which is kind of fair as well. Link 2 into an enemy, most likely here. Yep, we're going to activate the effects, which can bring us out the triangle. Triangle can then search for the wave here. Is this just Bubble Reef at this point? I actually don't even know. They out Dryas. We're going to dive for Spring Girl. I guess maybe you go for Zelantis here. No, go for the Bubble Reef. Okay. Then we're going to be able to summon out the copy of the Mandarin. Spring Girl is going to activate here, banishing the triangle to summon herself out. Then we get that 600 attack here. Then we're going to activate to special summon out here. And I think maybe... Yeah, okay. Now we're going to go for Zelantis, and we're going to be banishing to boost the attack here. And then we can go for the copy of Marble Rock. Add back, we are now waterlocked. They're going to have to re-Dryas here. And then it's just going to go swing, swing, and swing. And that's going to be game 2 here. Okay. I guess bricking up on those going second cards, those blowout cards are very impactful. Lightning Storm evenly matched and talents as well as the Imperm. Kind of feels bad there, especially with, they kept the Cosmic, which got rid of the Imperm, leaving them with just a Dryas on the field, and that just feels so bad. With the insane follow-up that they have. Marincess' follow-up game is just insane. Looks like we're adding in the Rose Whip and potentially the Cosmics here. Or not Cosmics, but the Cross Ouch. Which makes sense because, the deck is very, very good at playing. We see so many hand traps in their build. As of all Cybers decks, having 15, 16 hand traps is just absolutely insane. But moving on into the game 3 here, so We're going to be seeing the plant deck going to be choosing who's going to go first or second, and they're probably going to be choosing to go first here. If they're able to set up a nice full board, will we see Marincess be able to crack it is a question. I don't remember exactly what the Marincess... I know Sean's been playing Marincess for so long. So many iterations of the deck. I actually don't remember which one this is. I know he's not playing the... it's all links. We're going to be seeing a Sunseed Loci being special normal summoned, linking off in the Dryas, and then they're going to activate the effect here. And are we going to hit it with Mourner? If we hit it with Mourner here, we're going to be just smashed by a hard draw. We are going to hit it with Mourner here. We're going to be hard smashed by a copy of Sunseed of the Sowing here. But they're going to activate Talents instead here, drawing into a Loci as well as a Glamour. And then we're going to see them activate Glamour, search probably for a Princess here. Or searching for the Teardrop, okay. Then we're going to activate the effect Tribute to summon itself out. And then we're going to special summon out also the Loci here. And because a plant was tributed, we can also summon out the Primula. Then we can link away into a Dryas, activate the effects here, and then we are going to be able to search for the Sowing. But I think we already have Sowing in hand. We're going to activate the Sowing here, take 1,000. And then we're going to be gaining it off of the Dryas. Which will then summon out the Healer here. Then Healer is going to be targeting, or we're going to be summoning out the Loci here. And then we're going to be gaining the 300. Linking away into a Jasmine, and then we're going to be linking into the Dryas, linking away into the Healer. Healer and tie out the Dryas, so now we're at 86. And then Jasmine's effect's going to activate here, searching us for a copy of Princess here. Okay, we have not used Princess yet, so... And we'll probably see these go for a Balenciagas. I don't know if they have access to Mudon here. We're going to be activating the Jasmine effect once again, tributing off and then summoning out the Lone Fire. So Lone Fire can get us pretty much anyone we want here. And then we're going to summon out, then we're going to XYZ into a copy of the Strenna here. And if we got hit by Nib, this would be huge right now. Looking at the graveyard, seeing if there's anything they want to add back. I guess there's a Glamour there they could add back, so they're going to activate Tributing Off to add back the Glamour. Or I guess detach, not tributing off. Then we're going to activate the Lone Fire, tributing the Strenna here, which will let them summon out the Rose Whip. And then we're going to get that Strenna effect. Strenna's going to summon out the Hyperion and then attach it. Here we can activate the Snowdrop, turning everything into level 4, I believe. Or potentially it's level 8, actually. Yeah, so we're going for a level 8, going to be able to overlay there for the Queen. And they have it was not a Sunvine Sowing, it was a copy of Con here. And then we're going to activate Con, and then we're going to chain the Hyperion, so we end up having a Spell Negate now as well. And then we can activate Setting the Trap here. All we're missing from this is one monster to go into the Balenciagas, and then we would have absolute full combo here. This is extremely good as well. So we're going to activate Call by the Grave here on the Princess. And they're going to be negating it with Hyperion here. Then we're going to normal summon out the Blue Tang. That's going to be dumping the Mandarin here. Linking off into Blue Slug. And then we're going to be seeing them mill and add the Piscalis. Then we see them special summon out the Seahorse. Link away into Sea Angel, Angel, as well as Mandarin. And then we're going to sheet here, getting rid of both of those monsters. And there's no thing for Mandarin to special summon out here. Then we're going to activate Springo, banishing Seahorse to summon itself out. And they're just going to scoop it up. Realize they do not have enough here. Okay. So we see that plants end up taking it here, with the floodgates and the interactions. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe. Peace.